Hello everyone and welcome to the DIS Unlimited Universal Show. I am Ryno. Happy 2025. It is the year of Epic Universe. Today we're going to be talking about Universal Mardi Gras International Flavors of Carnaval 2025. We know the lineup of performers for the concert series and a little bit, like a little tease on the details about all of the food that's going to be offered as well. But before we get into all of that, I want to remind everybody that this and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Universal vacation when you book with them. It costs you nothing extra on your trip. You help support the channel and all of the content that we produce here. So check them out, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com, for a free, no obligation quote today. It is also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. If you want to learn more about how you can get different exclusive types of content from different members of the DIS team, you can head over to patreon.com/DISUnlimited. All right, it is just me today, and there isn't really like a ton to talk about, so I think this is going to be a pretty short episode. Although, now that I've said that, I'm sure it's going to end up being like 2 hours long. I jest. Of course it won't be, because I have a script that I'm reading from and everything like that. But Laissez, bon temps, rouler. If you can believe it, this is the 30th year of Universal Mardi Gras International Flavors of Carnaval. I can't believe that. I had no idea this celebration has been going on for that long, but this year it is happening from February 1st through March 30th, 2025. It's a little shorter than it was last year, but the event features an all-new menu of international cuisine, a nightly parade with colorful floats and live concerts, and for those of you who don't know, this is all included in your regular theme park admission to Universal Studios Florida. All right, we're just gonna talk about the concert lineup that we finally know. It's got 12 live performances from popular musical artists from across the globe, including Grammy-winning artist T-Pain, global pop superstar Joe Jonas, and Latin Grammy-winning artist Juanes. The performance will take place at the Music Plaza stage. That's the area just in front of Rip Ride Rocket, inside of Universal Studios Florida, and this will be following the nightly Mardi Gras parade. The concerts do not happen nightly. They are on the weekends, and I'm going to give you the complete lineup right now. So on February 1st, we're going to have T-Pain. February 8th, we have Joe Jonas. February 15th, we have Kool and the Gang. February 16th, we have Juanes. February 22nd, Scotty McCreery. March 1st, we have Foster the People. March 8th is Elenium. March 15th, All Time Low. March 16th, Lawrence. March 21st, Coco Jones. March 22nd, DJ Pauly D. And March 29th, TLC. As always, I feel like this is kind of a really good mix of different genres from different eras. I just said genres really weird, but if I had to put my money on who is probably going to be the most popular, I would assume Joe Jonas or T-Pain, but what do I know? I didn't know some of the names on here. Like, I don't really know who Lawrence is or Elenium. Sometimes I don't know the name, but then they play a song. You're like, oh yeah, I know this song. Like last year, Ava Max performed, and I was like, well, I'd heard the name. And then she performed, and it was like, oh yeah, I know all of these songs. And that was a really good concert too. But TLC, they were performing at the Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest. They performed there, and my friends and I were talking about it. I was like, they must be having a comeback or something like that. Kool and the Gang, I feel like they've performed before. Joe Jonas, not Nick, not the brothers. We got Joe. I do feel like that is going to be pretty popular. I feel like the Jonas name really kind of resonates with people. Who knows too? Because I feel like one year the Beach Boys performed, and lo and behold, John Stamos showed up. I'm not saying that one of the brothers could show up to the Joe Jonas concert, but you never know. But T-Pain kicking it off February 1st. It's right around the corner. Pretty exciting lineup here. I think it's fun. I think it's a really cool event. I think the concerts are really awesome, but it's really cool that it's just included with the ticket, because I think sometimes people compare it to the concerts that happen with food and wine at Epcot down the street that happen in the fall. They do some in the spring as well, and for the Festival of the Arts and stuff like that. But this isn't Disney. We're talking Universal. I feel like the music stage sets it up to be much more like a little bit of a grander type concert. Not quite, obviously, a stadium concert performance, but I have seen some really great performances from Kelly Clarkson, Adam Lambert. I mean, Gavin DeGraw put on a really great show. It's one of those where, I don't know, it's, in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's free. Yes, I paid for my annual pass or the ticket for the park, but, you know, if you were going to do that anyway, it's just like, well, here's this awesome perk that we have here. So, now, I want to talk about the food a little bit here. While we don't know specific locations just yet, we did get a peek at some of the sweet and savory carnival dishes that will be available around Universal Studios Florida beginning on the first day of the event. That is, of course, February 1st, and I am going to just read you some of the items. Like I said, we don't know where the booths are, how many booths there's going to be, or what the deal is, but you are going to be able to find some spicy Szechuan chicken bites, trapezzino, spiked affogato, beignets, of course, hot maple lacquered salmon, quesabirria, calling Hannah Anderson, Bayou pecan shake. That's obviously going to be at Toothsome because you can see, if you're watching this, it is in a Toothsome cup. There's going to be an espresso martini, the hot drink right now, Colombian burger, Cajun mac and cheese, chicken and sausage gumbo, pinchos de lechon, vegan potato and onion dosa, la burcasa, duck à l'orange crepe. I believe that's all we have for the teases right now, but since we are talking about food, I do want to remind people that the free dining card promotion is still going on. So if you book a Universal vacation for a minimum of 4 nights between now and February 12th, for travel between now and April 10th, you can receive a dining card for up to $1,000. So if you want to learn more about that, you can reach out to Dreams Unlimited Travel. And again, it's a free, no obligation thing. You can just be like, hey, I was thinking about shooting down to Universal like this weekend. You know, is there any availability? What's the price ranging? And what would that dining card value look like? And they can get back to you with that. And then you can say, no, it's out of my budget. Or actually, that sounds pretty good. Let's do it. I've been actually like, this isn't really me being like the plug for travel, but I've been like looking at flights, and I have to say, like, some of them, there have been these like random flights because I have friends in like the Midwest and then in the Northeast where I'm from, and every now and then I've been finding flights again for like $100, which is crazy. And it's like, I'm kind of like, should I just go to go because it's that cheap? You know, and then the opposite can happen when you're like, oh, where it used to cost like $300 to fly, it costs like $700. Like, yeah, I guess I'll not go anywhere, but so just one of those sort of things. If you're somebody like me who kind of bases when you go somewhere sort of around that ebb and flow of airline tickets and deals that are happening at the places, I feel like reaching out to an agent to help you coordinate that could help you in that, make your life a little bit easier. But yeah, I always like, if I see a deal that I can't resist, that's when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna book it, and we'll do like a three or four, like this says 4-day. I feel like I could be crazy, but lately I feel like my sweet spot for going somewhere is the 5 nights. So I'll go on like a late Thursday night flight. So then I'm like, okay, because I like to do like the last flight on it because I'm crazy. And I know that the danger of that is if it gets canceled, then you're not flying until the next day. But because I usually get like tired or drowsy from travel. So I have that Thursday night, and then that gives me all day Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, and then I'll fly back like first thing on Monday. And then you have all of Monday still to work it out. And that's my like 4 to 5 night is my like sweet spot for travel. But you could do the all day like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then leave Monday. But see, the dining card thing, that would change it for me because I'm like, well, then I have my meals paid for, whatever. And then if you stay at one of their nicer resorts, not nicer resorts, one of their higher tiered resorts, you'll get your express included too, and that's another added value on there too. I'm like talking myself into a Universal vacation, and I live down the street. Jeez Louise. All right, back to Mardi Gras. Now, when it comes to the parade, I don't think we know the theme yet. I tried to look up information about it, and I feel like we usually know by now, or usually they say it pretty far ahead of time. But the Universal website says this year's parade features traditional floats plus 6 all-new floats straight from New Orleans, and the party will bounce. So I don't know what that reference to bounce is, but I swear we usually know, and I think every year it's usually been a new year, and I know people could say, oh, well, maybe there's some budget cuts due to Epic Universe, and maybe that's so, but these, I feel like the floats in this parade are usually a lot of fun, and I think of all the parades, like, listen, I love the movie parade, but there is no denying that the vibe that the Universal Mardi Gras parade puts out is probably one of the most infectious in a parade like I've ever seen. I mean, I know you throw out a free item like beads or something like that and people go off the chain, but it's a long parade. It's, you know, blaring that like feet don't fail me now. And then you usually get like the stilt walkers and the people in the costumes and then the floats. And then what's really cool is that Universal is also offering the opportunity to ride on those floats and toss beads out. It's a lot of fun if you haven't done it before. And so apparently, if you're interested in doing that, according to the website, reservations will be accepted in park via the virtual line experience in the official Universal Orlando app. And there's only a limited number of spots of those per night. The parade, I believe, is, like I said, happening nightly during the event. Not the concerts, but the parade. So that's a lot of fun. I don't know. It's cool. It's that every time you get the beads, and I'm just like, what am I going to do with these? But you see like kids or people like with like the huge, it becomes a whole competition and everything. And I don't know. It's a lot of fun. So we also know that there's going to be new merchandise, because obviously, when isn't there new merchandise? And the website does say there will be a new tribute store, which is always a highlight for me. The Universal creative team truly does outdo themselves with these sort of shopping experiences, and I always can't wait to see what they come up with next. Honestly, it's one of the things I look forward to the most at Universal Orlando Resort. I know that's crazy, and I know you're like, it's just a gimmick to get you to spend money. Well, it works, but also I just love that sort of creative storytelling that sort of permeates through that experience, and I don't know, that's the vibe I'm here for. They also confirmed that the Mardi Gras fun is going to continue outside of the park into Universal City Walk as well. The website confirms that the Red Coconut Club is going to become the Cursed Coconut Club. I really liked the red and green holiday overlay that the Red Coconut received this last season. Honestly, I love that Universal just continues to retheme this space. I feel like it's the little things like this in the tribute store that kind of make Universal Orlando feel a little more intimate sometimes than Walt Disney World does. No tea, no shade to Walt Disney World. I'm just saying this is sort of that little thing that they've found themselves doing that I think a lot of people who, either you're local, annual pass holders, or just somebody who frequents the resort, that you get to experience while you're here. I don't know. It's like, it's that little thing. I love it. It kind of reminds me, again, not to harken back to Disney, it gives me that Disneyland vibe, but with Universal Orlando Resort. So at City Walk, you're also going to be able to find specially themed food and drink offerings in a number of venues, including the After Party and Fat Tuesday at Pat O'Brien's. I don't know what the After Party is, but it was listed as if it's a location, so I don't know if that's a window or another place. Sometimes I feel like there'll be a place and I'll be like, that's the name? I didn't know that. Her. So yeah, lots to look forward to this year with the event. I'm really excited. Like I said, it is just around the corner. I mean, the day this is released, this is Thursday, January 16th. So it's crazy. I'm like, wasn't it just like the holidays? Wasn't it just Christmas and all this celebration and things like that? Lots to look forward to this year at Universal Orlando Resort, because Epic Universe opening in May of this year, but later this month, just like literally next week, the rest of us, the team, will be at the Stella Nova opening, which is one of the 3 new hotels as part of the Epic Universe area. So it's going to be like our first taste of this stuff, and I feel like there's a very like palpable sort of excitement here in the theme park community in Orlando. I know that whether you are a Universal fan, whether you're a Disney fan, wherever your allegiances lie, I feel like we've moved past that versus phase in this. It's much more like you can like both things, you know, and they're just like different flavors, you know. But it is really exciting to be here, to witness this sort of like massive thing occurring, and the fact that the hotel is opening so early. I don't know, it's just like that like nice little tease leading up into it, and I'm very excited. So be sure to stay tuned to the channel for all of that sort of coverage. We'll be talking about that on the Universal show probably next week or the week after. I do want to say thank you to everybody who has kind of stuck with us out there. I know that we haven't had a ton of consistency in the Universal podcast necessarily in the last couple of months while we are getting our bearings back together again and everything and trying to thinking of new ways to experience this. But I would love to get your feedback out there if you are watching or listening to this. If you're watching this on YouTube, or even if you're listening to this, pop over to YouTube and leave some comments on the video maybe. I'd love to know what you want to know about Universal Resort. What do you want to know about Universal Studios Florida, Islands of Adventure, the new theme park, the new hotels, the current hotels, you know, City Walk, things that you want to see us experience that are really like top on your list that you're just curious about, whether it's just questions to help you plan a better vacation or just experiences that you're interested in. Like, hey, you know, I'd love to see you guys go review, you know, the bar inside of the escape room. I hear that it's really good. Or why don't you go over, can you tell me, I've heard that Cat in the Hat doesn't spin as much. Can you send Chloe on that 10 times in a row to see if she'll throw up? Sure, we could do that. I don't even know if Chloe likes Cat in the Hat or not, but I am willing. I will volunteer Chloe to do that. I get motion sickness, but yeah. Sorry, Chloe. No, I'm just kidding. Just teasing. But yeah, honestly, I think my goal here, you know, for those of you who may be new to this channel or watching this video for the first time or listening to this podcast for the first time, I believe, our titles, it ebbs and flows, but I am the executive director of sort of the YouTube and the podcast and things like that. And I want to make sure that we always have an open and honest dialogue with the people that are consuming this content. And I don't mean that in a way where it's like, hit me up, whatever. Like, legitimately, I want to cater this content around what you, our audience, wants to see. And whether it's something we have done before, or it's something we've never done before, or you want to see us apply a different type of experience. Like, you want us to go and experience in a way with like a video we've made before. Like, I did this one on our channel, on our YouTube channel called Hannah's Holiday Special. If you want to see us do that, something like that, but with Universal Orlando Resort, we can do that. You know, I just want to keep it 2025. I want to get that back and forth going. You know, we are here for you. Obviously, Dreams Unlimited Travel is here to help you book that vacation and get you all set up along the way. And they, again, are experts at that. We're here to kind of give you those materials and resources to rely on. But also, you know, if you're like me, sometimes you just want the little bit of like a FOMO. Like, my favorite thing to do, this is just honest and open. I used to do shopping videos a lot on this channel, and I hope to do more of those again, especially when the Tribute store opens. But I have a friend who does them pretty consistently on a different social media platform, and I legit like watch it, and I'll be like, what am I going to like the outlets for today? You know, what is happening? And I'll kind of like, I won't even make a video about it. I'm just like, is it worth getting up and going out of my house to go get it? Like, I like that sort of stuff. So if there are things that you are genuinely like, I don't understand this, or I'd like to see that, I'm here for it, 100%. Like, don't be shy. You know, hopefully we will get, I'd like to get maybe an email set up a little bit better, where you can send in those questions. I would love to do a Q&A down the road at some point in the very near future with answering all of your Universal questions. So please look forward to those. Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like 2025 is the year of Universal, specifically like Universal Orlando Resort. Although I don't want to bump out Hollywood just yet, because I don't know if you know about this, that Universal Studios Hollywood has these like fan days that are coming up, and I've heard some things about the Back to the Future Day, and there's a Star Trek one, there's like Dungeons and Dragons. I am very curious about all of those sort of experiences. I know that on this channel we don't traditionally or historically really cover Hollywood as detailed or as much, but listen, I'm a fan. I know you're all fans. We're all UO fans here. That is our website. So if you do want to read more about Universal Orlando Resort, you can head over to uofan.com. I already told you about the Dreams Unlimited Travel Agents. Again, there is some exclusive content on our Patreon, patreon.com/DISUnlimited. If you want to see more Universal exclusive content on there too, open to suggestions. Always open to suggestions, you know. But yeah, I think that is going to do it. I think I've rambled here at the end of the video. I hope that you are excited for the Mardi Gras celebration. Like I said, I am too. I got to start thinking purple, gold, green, I was like, I need to put like outfits together and be ready to go. But I don't think that we will be experiencing it the opening weekend, but we will hopefully get there ASAP to kind of tell you some of the hits on the food, because I know last year Craig and I had some questionable choices, and hopefully I'm looking forward to trying new stuff this year and really sharing some of those highlights. And I'm really looking forward to you out there sharing your highlights with me too, because I am a sucker for that. You tell me about a secret menu item or something really good, or how I should be doing it. I'm all here for it. So thank you everybody for your continued support. Thank you for tuning in. If you are watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the bell button, and you will get notified whenever we publish any content on the channel, whether it's this program or many of the other vlogs and videos and stuff that we do in and around Central Florida theme parks here. And if you are listening to this on wherever you're listening to podcasts, hey, thank you for listening. That does mean a lot too. I know that sometimes it may seem like, oh, we're listening and we don't leave the comments or we don't communicate or anything like that. I see you out there. I know you're listening. So I appreciate you too. Thank you for doing that. When you have the opportunity, please feel free to rate and review the podcast whenever you can. It really does help. Constructive criticism, always welcome. Thank you, everybody. That is going to do it to me. I'm going to stop rambling. I hope that you all have a great start to the new year. And I'll just say thank you again a million times over. I don't have like a fun catchphrase on Yes, I do. What am I talking about? See, it's been so long I forgot. I am going to leave you with this. Remember, be excellent to each other.